Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. Okay, so this is pretty much, I think this is going to be our last episode unless something strange happens and we want to extend it for some reason, but I think this is going to be the last one. We are starting to see a fair bit of lag. We've got enormous amounts of passengers running through here. We are still managing our transport fairly well, which actually surprised me because we had so much trouble in other areas. I might expand our parking a little bit in this episode, but let's quickly have a look at what we've got as an airport at the moment. Also, we'll have a quick look at our rating. We're up at around the 94 mark, which I had some comments suggesting that if I actually upgrade this to convert to concrete, we should have a better outcome all in all. So can I do that? Okay, excellent. So that has been upgraded. We'll upgrade all of our runways to concrete and just see maybe that drives up our convert runway ramps to what exactly? To concrete. Ooh, not sure that was what I exactly wanted. But we will continue to do this. We will quickly upgrade all of our runways so that we can see maybe that arises our requirements here. So we need some more passenger service agents, so let's quickly hire a few. We've got enormous amounts of staff at the moment, and we're going to try and stick to those that are at least fairly knowledgeable or fairly good. 700 staff at the moment, and it seems like it's holding. Good, that's very good. We've got a few of these that's closed, but we've got staff that seems to be operating in most of them. This little channel that we've got generally through here is carrying a lot of passengers that maybe we should have gone on the other side, something like that. But anyway, so now we've done that. Let's have a quick another look at this. Ooh, drop down to 92. But we'll keep an eye and see if we can't drive that price up a little bit more. I mean, the rating up a little bit more. So anyway, we've got a little GA section here, and it's pretty cool. Lots of GA spots. There's a GA spot down here as well. Then we've got the basically the 5 stands plus an open one so that we can accept some emergencies. I do like the way this was set up. This part of the terminal I really enjoyed building. It was the starting point. We've got a little bit of remote stand action going on, but not a lot. Remote stands makes it so difficult to manage. Now, then we've still got some spots here that we can add some of these shops in. But what I do find is that these shops they end up closing so quickly, even with the enormous amounts of people that are running through this airport. I mean, the amount of people that comes down through here and collects their bags should make any shop feasible. I don't have the same thing on this side. This one is in fact working fairly well, doing way more than it needs to do. Review the contract, I'm not sure, but anyway, so potentially we could add a little something in here to just get a little feel for it. So let's do that. Let's see if that will work. We'll grab a little shopping area in here. Right, we'll not get it too close to the action. We'll do maybe a little something like that, a bit of a 210 squares right over there, and we will give it, we'll try and keep it out of harm's way. Or maybe dropping it in somewhere over there. I think that's quite useful. And then we'll try and do at least a couple of these medium ones, like that and like that, to kind of square it off a little bit, and then we'll basically do a bit of this and run ourselves through here a bit. We do, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I hope that that gives us a bit to go on. So if we want to open something here, let's see. We should be able to do the jewelry shop here. That's the 5-star rating one. Hopefully that does the trick. I will change up the flooring just a little bit, so it kind of looks a little bit more fancy here. And I'll basically just do around the edge like that. think that's going to be the only thing I'm doing. So when that opens, I'm hoping that'll move a fair bit of product. So that's all good. These are doing well. There's plenty of people hanging around here waiting for their bags. Now, we've got this area, this B gates or this B terminal over here, where I've split the international zone. Well, this should again be a pretty small one, but anyway, let's leave that one. Well, we can assign something in there. I thought, again, some of these things will actually work, but you never know. So now we've got 2 kind of domestic ones, and then we've got 4 international ones over here. Let's have a quick look at our flights. Is the auto scheduler actually working? It seems like it may be working. I kind of hope that is the case. There's been some comments suggesting that it does, in fact, kind of take a little while. Oh, this thing actually seems to be doing its doing okay. It does take a while for the auto stuff to happen. Wow, there's lots of people. I can actually start looking at opening this up. Maybe 705 employees, more than 5,000 passengers over here. Now, if we make our way over to, well, actually, let's go up to the C gates here. I've filled up this middle level with some lounges. You can see plenty of lounges ready to go, waiting to accept passengers. And upstairs, we've got almost nothing going on. Power is actually working. This one is still working as well. So we've got fairly limited stuff going on over here. What we do, however, need, which we're missing, is a bit of the this stuff. And we probably need some. Actually, I'll do this one over here in the corner so that we've got that. We're kind of using this area all nice and squared off. I'll put a few bins all around the show here. Yeah, just a little bit of these bins because I don't think we're actually keeping the place nice and tidy all the way through. And we can certainly do the same stuff over here where we squeeze our vending machines into the middle there. And that's kind of a bit of an area. What we could do something around the seating space. I was thinking maybe something like this, maybe something like that. So let's grab a couple of these things and just place a little bit of this throughout the terminal, so people can actually do a little bit of work if they wanted to. And we'll do a little bit of this kind of thing. So just a splash of places where people can actually kind of plug in their laptop and do their thing there. So if we do maybe, let's start it off on this side. Yeah, just kind of something like that should be fine. So it's a little splash of stuff. We can probably also grab a few pot plants in here. I'm kind of keen on maybe those ones. We'll do a few bits and pieces of pot plants all sprinkled throughout, so that there's a little bit going on, a little greenery happening. Didn't actually do the bins on this side. Something like that. It's a little greener, a little bit. Hopefully that creates a bit of a nicer environment. We've got plenty of janitors around. Let's have a look at what's happening with our rating. Still struggling a little bit. What is this? Services available to passengers. Recent passenger opinion of available services and things to do around the airport. Improved by building enough bathrooms, seating, and food and shop franchises of high quality. Well, we've kind of done a fair bit of that, so I'm a little surprised that we don't have that. We've got lounges and franchises and all kinds of things all over the show. One thing that we haven't actually cleaned up a little bit is down here. I do wonder why these guys don't work. What I can do is certainly a couple of bathrooms in here wouldn't be a bad idea. So let me, I'll probably give it a little bit of room. Like so, and maybe up to about there, and we'll run it through this way, and yeah, something like that. Should probably do the trick. Let's do a couple of bathrooms. Pretty sizable, 8 by 8. Yeah, good. Okay, let me grab. Yeah, this is kind of where we're just going to finish off a few little bits and pieces and then maybe do a final tour around the facility, see if everything is working. What's going on over here? Yeah, all in all, pretty good. Boarding closed, though this guy's still refueling, maybe a little bit late on that. These things are actually doing fairly well. If you look at that, we're moving through this in quite a reasonable pace. Our guys are generally not late. That one's a little bit late. These are pushbacking and taxiing. All pretty much on time, for the most part at least. Let's quickly finish off our bathroom here. The whole copy and paste thing is something I'm not properly doing all the time. Okay, and we'll do some of these, the hand dryers. And we need some bathroom type facilities here. If I do this, right? Yeah, that actually works reasonably well. Lots and lots of bathroom facilities. We'll do that, and then we'll put some urinals up on the edge over here. Oh, we could actually do. Oh man, look at that. That's awesome. That works pretty well. Okay, we can actually do a little bit of a flower type facility over here also. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just a little bit of something. Yeah, like so. There we go. Now this will be the female one, and we'll open that up. This will be the male one, and we'll open that up. We'll get some fancy flooring in there also. Maybe, yeah, just the normal thing is probably about right. At least now we've got a bathroom over here, so people can actually come and use the bathroom straight away, and hopefully that improves our rating a little bit. Up at 94 now. At 95, I believe we go in for Airport of the Year. There's no need for us to do any kind of windows down here. That won't actually work. But we can certainly look at improving this setup just a little bit. Maybe add some seating in here. Like something like this. I'll do that. We'll put some... hang on. We'll put something like this in here. Okay, and maybe a bin there and over there. Oh, and we probably need another. Hang on. So we need some of these smaller ones. Like so and like so, and then maybe maybe one more big one like that. Now what we can do is now we can actually use that copy and paste tool to just make sure we have some facilities going on. I'll just do that, and that, and that, and that, and we can go all the way. Up to about there. That should work. Ooh, actually that didn't quite work. So what can we squeeze in there? Something like that. Oh crap. Let's clean this out. Ooh, the lag is real, people. It's auto saving. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, try that again. Something like that. There's a little bit going on there. We will do something very similar on this side. Just trying to make this area look a little bit nicer as some kind of real world facility. Wood. You could probably... yeah, do something like that. There we go. That should work. And we could even expand that one out a little bit. We can do another bathroom over here. We could even do a shop down here if we so wanted. There should be a fair number of people coming through here. So let's do another shop. Maybe a shop is more the kind of thing that I'm after. There's a bathroom on the other side of this. We might... you might do a bathroom in here and then a shop. So we'll have everybody kind of run through the shop over here. So we'll do something like that, get a bit of a shop going on. I'll get this thing to be out of the way a little bit on that side, and we'll provide a couple of these large ones. Something like... Maybe something like that. That should be pretty good. Then we'll go with the medium varieties. Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty good. It's pretty busy in some of these sections though. Maybe I'll take some of this out. So there's a little bit more room here. Let's actually do a little bit more of this instead. And then on this very edge on this side, we'll just grab some of these smaller ones. Yeah, I think that should work. That should be pretty good. So let's see, what can we actually put in here? We'll get paper news, see if paper news can actually survive in this general area. We'll try and continue to make some good facilities available to our teams. If I do that and that and that, we should have a fair bit of room for a couple of bathrooms over here. Okay, one in there. One in there. We've got way more space in this secure area than we actually need. Can we get a bit of doors going on? Okay, that one is actually opening. So that's all good. Now here, I can probably go over there and do a bit of a copy of some stuff. And we'll also need to do a bit of a floor in here also. If I go and grab maybe just the 4 like so, and we'll see how we use them. There we go. We'll do a bit of this and a bit of that. Yes, that's pretty good. All good. And then we'll just do the bathroom components themselves. Okay, that's the ladies, and we'll have the gents on this side. Should have bathrooms pretty much all over. So this will be gents. Gents and open, and ladies and open. Good. We need to do a little bit of flooring work here, so let's grab some flooring. We'll give this a bit of a flooring. We'll definitely need to kind of square this thing off a little bit. So I'm kind of comfortable to, do a little. We'll do a little bit of this, right? And kind of do that as our squared flooring section. We'll go and grab some of this in here. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll just do the slightly larger variety and do the rest of this. I'm not too sure what we've done upstairs and how it matches upstairs, but anyway, that should do quite nicely. We'll run that all the way down the middle. People are actually now using those nice facilities, so that's all good. I'm just going to run the whole flooring thing through here. There's lots of unused space down here, which we could also theoretically do something else with. Get our flooring right there and run that all the way through here very nicely. Why do we have people stuck there? What was the intent here? What did we actually want to do? I have no idea where they want to go. But what we'll do is let's put a little doorway in there, and maybe they'll be able to head in the direction that they're after. There they go. Exit yourselves out of there. Hopefully that helps a little bit. More of this big stuff through here, and we'll just do the flooring all the way through to the end. But that should help. So now there's lots going on here. It's looking much nicer down here. How much is we selling? So we're not selling anything. So that's basically the issue with some of this stuff. So now that area looks a little bit nicer, guys. And I think, yeah, that's kind of where it's going to end. That's where it's going to end. I'll pop this airport up on the Steam workshop so that you can play with it if you want to. If you've got a beast of a PC that will allow you to run this without too much lag. Hopefully that will be quite good for you. Let's add a little bit more parking down here. That is a little slow in the going because there's the one-way arrangement and now it ties into the other side. Let's see. Parking. We've got some parking lots over here. So if we do more parking like this, yeah, that's nice. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, that should work quite nicely. So let's get these tied in. We can definitely get a bit of a staff door going on as well. These can be staff parking. So let's set them as passenger only. So they are staff parkings now. So staff parking, and we'll let them go over here and enter here into the staff facility. That's actually not too bad. They can have their own door if they wanted to. Now let's quickly give them an access route. How did we deal with it over there? Yeah, very similarly we dealt with it on that side. Well, let's finish off all of our roads. Then we'll move on from here. Excellent. There's all of our roads doing their thing nicely. We also need a fair bit of the walkway things. So let's walkway it up all the way around. And all the way around here. We'll definitely provide a bit of an access point that way. And similarly, we'll probably just run the entire thing up to about there. There's some dangerous baggage suspected of happening. Not too sure why that continues to happen, but anyway, that's fair enough. So if we go in here, we'll provide that little access journey through that side. I'm comfortable to also do a little something over here and over there. Yeah, that one doesn't really mind. We'll just pop it up on that side. These guys should be able to walk across if we provide them with some walking facilities there and there. That's all good. Similarly, we'll provide some walking facilities up to this area here. And probably we'll do that entire thing and we'll provide a little access door. For staff, at least, that'll make a lot of sense. So a bit of an access door, please. Where's my doors? Yeah, door here, there. Access door right there. So now people can actually enter on this side. We don't have a lot of lighting. And that's okay. So more parking has been made available. The rest is a bit of greenery. That's good. Okay. So what's going on with our rating? Let's have a look. 94. What else do I need? If I drop passengers. So we need a little bit more. GA is also not quite happy with what they've got. GA infrastructure quality is the lowest one and drawing us down. Improved by upgrading tarmac quality and the runways. So, okay, so if I then go in here and let's go and say, well, let's move up to concrete style stuff. Okay, we'll do a bit of this. We'll do a bit of that. We'll run through there. And through there. I'm not a big fan, but that should be okay. Is this? Yeah, that's all part of it. Okay, run it in there. Probably need to do a bit of a upgrade of the ramps. There we go. That's all good. We can probably do an upgrade here. Upgrade to concrete. Come on. Well, let's do our concrete upgrades. Maybe that will help things out a little bit. Now we've got a concrete component of our airport here. I wonder if that will actually get us up to the number we want. We can also drop the fees a little. Probably help us out. And there. So doing our last final bit of these guys. There's plenty more we could do the upgrades for, but I'm not sure I'm going to go nuts with it all the way. So that's our GA upgrades right there. So that should give our GA stuff, up to 91%. We're up at 96, 95, 96%. So presumably that means we should be, if we run it for a full day, which I'm quite happy to do, we should be able to get everything to work. I will go into the economy and just work on our fees a little bit, drop our avgas a little bit, and make things just that little bit more cheaper for everybody. General aviation parking stand fees, and see if people are just a little happier with what we're actually providing them in the end. Long-term parking and bathroom or passenger handling and things like that. So we've made everything a bit cheaper. Now if we go and look at this again, 94, 93, what is this? So this thing just kind of all the time just kind of changes a little bit. Passenger numbers, yeah, this thing here is recent passenger opinion surveys. Not quite doing what they should be doing. Is that because it's at night? I don't know. But anyway, we've reached that 95%. I'm quite happy that we've actually hit that, and we probably continue to hit that. Look at this. This number is now up high. And the only other bits that we have, terminal quality, improve the constructing high quality object decoration, hiring service technicians to repair broken stuff. That should all be happening all the way. And this stuff here, airline infrastructure quality. So I can probably get all of that a little bit better by just upgrading things a little bit. So let's quickly do that. I'm not a big fan of how it's looking, but I will continue to do a bit of upgrade to see if we can't get ourselves up at the number a little bit more consistently. Be useful if we can. Come on. There we go. There we go. Come on. The lag. It's so difficult to do stuff if the lag is killing you all the time. There we go. And through there, proper concrete taxiways everywhere. Not very sustainable concrete is, by the way. But I'm not sure it's much different to the asphalt variety in terms of the sustainability impacts. Yeah. Wish there was a button where you could just do all of them at once. Would have been quite helpful in this kind of context. There and there. Upgrade that. These little sections. I do wonder if we've got that rating up higher now. Whether we still need to do a fair bit more upgrades. Let's do this. Let's go around the houses and upgrade these guys. Convert to concrete. Convert to concrete. It does make it look quite interesting here. Convert to concrete. Demolish the jetway. That's not quite what I'm after. Convert to concrete. Convert to concrete. There we go. Hit that button. We'll do the same thing on this side. Oh, it's down here. And it's funny stuff. Go to concrete. So hopefully that improves the quality. Ramp agents of so-and-so has found some issues. That should be all good. How's our money? Our money is 2.5 million. Oh, some of these things are, I think, actually quite costly to do. And that's why we are seeing a little bit of a drop in the cash flow. Well, in the cash. Awesome. We'll go around and quickly upgrade these to concrete, and then we can get back at some stage to upgrading the rest. There we go, and there we go. Just want to see if we can't maintain a bit of a better rating by doing this. Come on. Wow, that's pricey. 100,000 to upgrade these. Anyway, we're down to our last three. Convert to concrete and do that, and we'll do that. There we go, and that gives us at 1.5 million. I will go ahead and upgrade our ramps here. Good, that's good. Now there's some stuff that's not been upgraded. What's our rating looking like at the moment? It's starting to go a little bit up. We're at 96% now with a bit of a drop coming. 94, 96, 94, 96, average of 94 is what we're running at. Let's do the final pieces of upgrades here on the concrete side of things. And then presumably that's as much as we can do for the time being. And all of that through here. A few more little sections. And through there. And through here. And up all the way there. Now that basically finishes off a little bit. Why can't we do insufficient funds? My goodness, park it right there. We should be able to make a bit more money. Now we're at 95%. I'm hoping we can get that average up a little bit better, but really that's about as good as it's going to get for us. How is this going? So as you can see, none of this is, again, assigning properly. So we'll assign a couple more flights if we could. No, we're not going to do that because we have to make some settings. So let's have a quick final run through now that we've spent all of our money. So we've got GA over here. We've got the first terminal that we've built in this area. It had its own little access point over here, and then we kind of expanded the terminal into this general area. So that we've got the smaller flights on the ground floor. We've got the baggage bay and some shops. We go upstairs where we run people through security. I don't believe there's security on the ground floor anymore. So in order to do that, you go here and then you go drop down to come in here. So you go upstairs for security, go through security. There's some staff rooms over here, but you also have some of these gate facilities for our medium stands over here. We've got some lounges at the end. This terminal I really liked. I enjoyed this terminal a fair bit. So that's pretty good. And that was the end of it. We didn't do the whole thing double-decker like we've done in some of the previous series and playthroughs, but this works fairly well, I think. Now, then this is now a massive kind of welcome hall. We could still add some shops in here, but that never really wanted to work in these areas, because they don't tend to draw a lot of attention. But anyway, so we've got our check-in areas over there. We've got our check-in areas over here, massive check-in area with some security running all the way through into our lounges, but goes to various areas. So this goes to the B terminal. Those over there funnels and goes underground towards the C and D terminals, which we'll get to. I did enjoy building a little staff complex over here. It's just using a bit more of the space that we had available to us. It didn't even go double deck. It's just a single level area where we provided some areas for all of our executives to have their own little offices. We've provided an administrator area, which I don't see any administrators in, by the way. It's probably in one of the other staff rooms, but there are a few people hanging out over here. They've got a little bit of a cafeteria going on as well. Now, we've never opened those. This is a baggage claim for the B terminal. Baggage claim for the A terminal was over here. Just a couple of small baggage claim areas, but this area is pretty tight. And then over here, underneath our B gates, we have all of our various lounges. We've got more lounges here than we have gates, which is quite an interesting little concept. We have a spattering of, or a smattering, or a little bit of staff room and facilities all over. This one, did this one make it? No, this one doesn't want to make it. So if it can't survive over here, then I have no idea where it can, because this is the absolute maximum number of people. So what you would do is you would go underground over there. This thing isn't going to make it either. And then you use our travelators and head over to either the C gates over here or the D gates on this side, where you can also move into and out of the international zone. And here you've got them. So on the middle or on the ground floor level, you've got plenty of staff rooms and baggage bays and lounges available. And on the upper floor, you've got your gates. And I've never actually put some bins over here, but these are actually seeming working. Actually, no, they're not working. We've got some bathrooms and some gate areas with some shops and things like that. I do like this setup, and we've actually managed to make the exit channel go around the terminal and work fairly well at these facilities. On this side over here, we've got a very similar setup for the C gates, again with our lower level of lounges and staff rooms and things like that. And that's basically it, guys. It was a pretty fun airport to play. I put a lot of detail in this. There's still more detail that could be done, but like lights and stuff like that. But I think for the time being, it's actually looking pretty good. I just need, and the one thing that plagued us on this playthrough was the auto planner not wanting to work. The terminals didn't want to work nicely, and I think maybe the terminals had something to do with what happened with the auto planner in the end. But anyway, that is it right there. Let's see about scheduling a few more flights. Well, there was a few that'll come in, but what I'll do is switch off the auto planner. We'll grab a couple of big flights and we'll just bring them into the D gates also. Ooh, that's getting a little close. Let's add a few more flights in here. Just make sure that we end the airport off with a nicely fully parked area, at least, or a fairly fully parked area. We'll get a few more of these guys in here. Come on, come on. I just want to make sure we grab a few and get them in. There we go. That should work quite nicely. You know, these guys got some big planes going on. No. Coast to coast doesn't actually do the big plane thing. Maple should have a couple of big ones. Good stuff. So we should have a pretty good stack of planes in here. Airstrada is probably a big one. Oh, not at all. Allure might have a big one or two. There we go. And so on. And I think we'll kind of leave it there. I'll just wait for these guys to come on in, and we'll have a look at a nice busy airport with lots and lots of guys in here. Our funds are pretty poor, but that's because we don't have any flights. If only we had some flights, that'd be a thing. It might also be the fact that these flights never got properly scheduled that managed to have us with the issues here with regards to our shops and stuff that didn't want to work. I'll put the auto planner back on in the hope that it will actually do some auto planning. But anyway, we've got some flights coming in. Looking good, looking good. What's that rating looking like? Still running at 94, but it's on the way up, which is pretty good. So maybe we will end it off with a 95% rating. I'm pretty keen if that happens. Probably need a couple of big flights to come in over here. Still early. We're getting a C or a couple of C's coming in now. But yeah, all in all, guys, that has been a pretty fun series. I've enjoyed it. It's been the first time in a while that I played Airport CEO. It's been a lot of fun. There are still some bugs and things. I wish they would continue to actually improve it a little bit more. Just sort out some of these bugs that we're still facing. But other than that, it is looking pretty good. Enjoying it a fair bit. We're out of money. If I put it up on the Steam Workshop now, you'll have to fix the money issue, but it shouldn't be a big deal. If you play with it, it should just be basically it should just be some additional flights in here. Should sort that out pretty quickly, guys. And that is where I'm going to leave it. If you've enjoyed this series, please hit that like button. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you thought, what you loved about this airport. Let's leave the negativity for another time. What did you absolutely love about this airport? I think we haven't done the concrete over here. We don't really have the money to continue doing that. So what did you absolutely love? Oh, it's nice and busy. Very busy. But yeah, what did you absolutely love about this airport? I would love to hear that in the comments down below. So if you've enjoyed it, again, hit that like button and leave those comments. I will see you in whatever is next. Bye-bye.